3 matches, no goals, no assists, a big missed opportunity, one trying to touch the goal. That's the parameters of Marcus Rashford, Anthony, Mykhailo Mudryk. No, this is the performance of this summer's most expensive signing, Julian Alvarez. In the last summer friendly, there was one thing that Pep Guardiola was not happy about. That is when he heard Julian Alvarez hint about wanting to leave the English Football Championship this summer. After the Olympics, will I see what I want? Alvarez made the announcement while attending the 2024 Paris Olympics. Previously, he competed with Argentina in the 2024 Copa America in the United States, and has not met Pep since the 2023 to 2024 season ended. Alvarez and his agent did not say anything to Pep or Man City officials, but through the press. This is something that Pep Guardiola is not comfortable with. He always reminded him over and over again that anyone who wanted to leave just told him directly about the family. He didn't hold anyone's back. I read him thinking about it in the newspaper. Okay, then he needs to tell us what he wants. When he's done thinking about his future, his agent should call Peggy Stein, Man City's sporting coach, and we'll wait and see what happens. The 24-year-old star thinks that he is rarely used in important matches. For his part, Pep maintained the decisions he made a second ago. I don't think about changing. I know he wants to play in important moments, but others want the same thing. Once Pep has said that, it means that the relationship between the two sides ends. Not exactly Mr. J. Alvarez? On the contrary, Pep knows that the player is a talented person. In 2022 alone, the owner of Sonati H decided to spend €21.4 million to buy Julian Alvarez from River Plate. But it was only in the summer of the same year that they welcomed the striker born in 2000 to England. It seemed like an ordinary scepter, but no one expected Alvarez to develop so quickly. Coming to a team closely guarded by the late Pep Guardiola, this young striker did not take long to show his talent. In his first tournament with the Citizen, Alvarez made 31 appearances outside the Premier League, scoring 9 goals. He also made a great contribution to Man City's Charles Slick in 2023 by scoring 3 goals in 10 appearances. In the past long time, Julian Alvarez's performance has been even more terrible with 11 goals and 9 assists at Palm Yardley, and has 5 goals and 2 assists after only 7 matches at the European Arena Hanoi at the football level. Gam affirmed that it is reasonable for this 2000 chain striker to want to leave ADH to come to an opportunity to expose him to the number 1 position on the Korean team. The problem is that Pep sees in Alvarez a weakness. In the Premier League last season, Alvarez was 9-7 in 10 games against the Big Six, but did not score a single month. Because of this posterity, Pep left Alvarez on the bench when he was a guest on Tottenham's field, a match in which Man City broke many of Erling Haaland's groups. In the first 6 qualities with the Big Six, Alvarez is always ranked as the main one. Effectively, he only had 3 intentional point kills. In all 3 draws with Tottenham, in an open position, his house only shot once and went out, playing 86 minutes. In 1 draw with Liverpool at home, Alvarez has an expected goal index of 0.2. The decision was therefore made quickly. In early August, the transfer king completed a deal worth £81.5 million, the most expensive in the history of selling players by champion Proman Alex. Welcoming the Oriental Red Dog, Captain Diego Simone was extremely happy to get a quality player from Pep Guardiola's squad. Julian Alvarez is a player we all look forward to watching and will help Atletico Madrid play better. Everything most respectful to Alvarez took place very suddenly and clearly. He has only recently arrived, has only been training for 4 days but likes to rest very quickly. He added about Atletico Madrid's new contract. I found Alvarez very jumpy, knew where he was coming from and understood what he was aiming for. His characteristics are very much in line with Atletico Madrid's DNA. This season, the Juanda Metropolitano team is extremely strong, and Alvarez is of course the owner with the goal of overthrowing Real Madrid, Barcelona as well as taking a long step in the Champions League. Done, the situation now is not as expected by Atletico Madrid fans. They are temporarily ranked in 3rd place with 8 points, February and 2 draws. Not necessarily too bad, but with the shopping boom, people want to see Atletico Madrid boom. And the fact that Diego Simeone's team has not done that, of course, lies with Julian Alvarez. 3 matches that only hit the target one time is a worrying achievement. Simeone's expertise made him understand that he needed to speak out to defend Alvarez's confidence against criticism. He insists that the Argentine striker is an emerging talent, and will need a few months to be fired as safely as Griezmann has experienced. Speaking to the media, Simeone said the €81 million signing is a great player, and will soon be in top form. Stay calm. Julian Alvarez is an excellent player. That bridge will definitely help us a lot. Atletico Madrid needs to support that bridge so that everything happens naturally as it kisses. Look, Antoine Griezmann has also taken a few months to integrate. Alvarez is not Griezmann. But soon, everyone will see what that prayer and all of us expect. It was a win. We know very well what Juliano Alvarez has and what he can contribute to the club. We will try to take advantage of Alvarez's qualities whether in the position of a plug-in, back and forth, or winger. He has experience, is a player who has experienced many big games. Hopefully Alvarez will help us and create the necessary monthly releases. In the face of doubts about the expensive contract of €81 million that has not yet been fired, Alvarez's compatriot still insists. We believe we have a great player for the present and the future. Remember at River Plate, Alvarez was a perfect number 9 for the Aquatina team. That bridge is also a number 9 at the reliable military level. At Man City, every time Erling Haaland is present, the bridge plays wider. Alvarez has all the conditions and qualities of a good foot. I really like Alvarez because he has strength, speed, and good scooping ability. I really like Alvarez because he has power, speed, good shooting ability, and scoring ability. Hopefully Alvarez can maintain that, and when the doubt appears, he always has people around him to help balance his emotions. Overall, Alvarez can play in a variety of positions. We are lucky to have him in the squad, and I definitely have to find a solution to support Alvarez. Done, Simeone, be careful. It's not that suddenly quite a few players who leave Man City have lost 50% of their funding. A typical example is Phil Foden in the England team. Phil Foden is another great invention of Pep Guardiola after being tested in many roles. The midfielder born in 2000 was officially given the position of attacking midfielder in the middle of the field in a previous tournament. In response to the belief of the Spanish advantage, Phil Foden played explosively. The 24-year-old Tran received the title of Player of the Season from the organizers of the Premier League and the English Press Association when he scored 19 goals and had 8 more assists. It's funny how the English can play well in the middle and on the wing. Phil Foden's skill set is one of the rarities of English football. Not many England players can make half-turns. The term refers to the posture of receiving the ball like a person, and then immediately turning the body forward with the ball. This is a very interesting skill of Phil Foden's that helped England become one of the best players Parmalek did not show at Euro 2024. The difference in the system is a big cause. Pep Guardiola's Mars City is a masterful machine with the smallest details always remembered by the players. If Rodri finds Kevin De Bruyne, the Spanish midfielder will not be naked but launch a cross-line pass. With Foden standing in half-space, the Belgian assister will immediately connect with just one poke. Then we see Raheem Sterling. Joao Cancelo also did not reproduce extraordinary performances at Chelsea or Barcelona. Therefore, Alvarez needs to try to prove himself, not go into the footsteps of his predecessors.